Okay, today we're going to be doing an oil change. No, not on the tractor. I know you're probably looking at the tractor. We'll make one of those. But today is all about the 2019 Seadoo GTI. Do a walk around. Okay, so what you're going to need, first of all, for this oil change, it's going to need a kit. So I just buy this off Amazon. It's XPS lubricants oil change kit for the 900 ACE engine, which is what we have. It's 900 cc, 90 horse, rotax, 3-cylinder. So it comes with 2 bottles of oil, your oil filter, and your O-ring. The only thing you're going to need is, I always say get sets, but you need inverted Torx. You're actually going to need the E8. You need the E8. And then a ratchet with a little extension. And you need some kind of oil pump. So I have this one. It's called Pella Oil Extractor 6000. I've had this for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. It's off Amazon. It works great. You just put it in the fill, pump it up, create a vacuum, and it pulls the oil out. You have to have an oil pump extractor of some sort because this is an inboard engine. There's no drain plug to get to unless you're popping a motor out. But yeah, if you do anything with boats, you would know that. And you can also get a Mighty Vac. Makes good stuff too. You can even get air assisted. So you can use an airline, hook it in, and it will just create its own vacuum. There's all kinds of different ones. Just get some kind of oil extractor. So basically that's all you need. You need an oil extractor. Let me show you the box of this one. This is the box looks like. Let me show you the English side. That's what the box looks like. Model number. Yeah, so as long as you have an oil extractor, the inverted Torx for the filter, and then your kit. I didn't even realize when I bought this is full synthetic. I've been running semi. I don't think it's gonna hurt it, but I've been running this stuff here. Which I bought a big bottle of it. I was actually going to use this, but now I saw it's full synthetic. I'm just going to use what I have. But I bought this as like just to keep for top-ups and stuff, because when I first got it, it was burning. A little bit of oil breaking it in. It's been okay now. Alright, let's get started. Enough jibber jabber. I'm going to show you how to get going here. So basically, you got to get to the engine. It's under the seat. If you don't know how, that's why I'm going to show you. Got a lever here. Open the lever, up. So basically you pull it one time to unlock it, then you get a better angle, and then just, I don't want to lift. Let me put this camera down. I'm going to lift this whole thing up anyway. Okay. So you're going to want to grab the lever, grab the strap, and put this somewhere not going to damage it. Okay, so now that you got the cover off, you got your engine exposed. So this is your fill port, which you're going to be taking off with your dipstick. It's one piece. You're going to put your pump vacuum in there, vacuum pump, if you want to call it that. And then, sorry for the poor lighting. Let me get a light to show you that. Your filter. And of course my light's dead. Nice. Alright, give me a second. Unplug my light. Okay, so that's your filter right there. 3 screws, and yeah, pop the cap off. It's got the O-ring and the filter there. So let's get to it. Now I'm gonna get the pump set up. So I'm gonna put you guys over here so you can see what's going on. You got your dipstick filler out. You're gonna get your vacuum pump. Stick the tube, stick it all the way down in. As far as you get in there. I'm gonna make sure you have these pushed on, because these are just tapered fit. I'm actually gonna show you. These are just a tapered fit over here. So I see. So you gotta make sure you push it on good, because it's just gonna be solely vacuum holding it out there. Same thing with this one. Just wanna make sure you're on good. Then you're gonna pump. Try to do this with one hand. Probably not going to work with one hand. Okay, I gotta put you guys down again, sorry. So then, you can see me there? Yeah, okay. So you're going to pump. It's already creating a vacuum. I want to show you guys. You can see it's creating the vacuum already, right? So the oil's starting to come. Put you right here, you can watch. I want to get a really good vacuum going. The vacuum is actually, like, it actually pulls the handle down. That's how tight the vacuum gets. It's a pretty good vacuum. Okay, I think that's good. It's getting hard to pull. So we're gonna let that sit, do its thing. And while that's doing that, we can start doing the oil filter. So, grab my inverted Torx. Get a couple of bumps before. I think it should be okay though. Let it do its thing. Okay. Now, we're gonna come over here to the oil filter. I don't know how to place the camera here, to be honest, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll drop this camera. Let's see if I can place you guys like this. There really is a good way to do this. Oh. Oh. This is kind of sketchy. I think it's gonna work. If we fall down, at least we fell together. Alright, I'm gonna start undoing these screws. Just be careful. The last thing you want to do is drop a screw down in here. And I better be careful before I speak, because watch the cameraman be the one doing it. For some reason, there's so much stuff on this motor that's inverted Torx. I don't know what's wrong with the normal bolts, but maybe there's some kind of affiliation with the Germans building on this. I don't know. Seems like a German thing. Torx. It's triple square Torx, all this crap. That's what your screw looks like, by the way. If you don't know what an inverted Torx is, basically it's a male version of a Torx, but the tool is the female. I know a lot of you probably never heard of it, so I tell you now. It's not really the most common thing. Okay, yeah, 3 screws off. Now break the cap loose. Okay, the cap is coming, the filter's coming with the cap. Now you gotta be careful because there's oil in here, and the oil doesn't necessarily go down until the cap comes off because it's like kind of under a vacuum. So I'm just trying to help it drain, if you can see it. Now I'm gonna try to quickly put this in the rag and not make a mess. Just gonna be fun. There we go. It's your filter. Always look at the old one because sometimes they're not marked. This one, see the spring side is down. I don't think you can put this backwards if I recall though. Because it's got the rubber seat. We'll look at the new one just to make sure. Don't take my word for it. I haven't done an oil change on this in like 2 years because I haven't used it the most. That's why the oil looks pretty damn clean. Just put this down. cap drain there a bit. I'm gonna get the new stuff. How's this going? Okay. I'm gonna grab you guys for a second. So basically, put it back over here. So the cap can only go on one way of the filter. See how that side has the spring? The other side is flat. So that's the side the cap is gonna snap into on here. So let's go bring that over here. Just grab a rag. Hands are oily. Okay. Same with the new one, right? Flat side. The other side, there's an O-ring. The O-ring is here. We're going to take it off in a second. I just want to show you what's going on over here. So the vacuum pump is working slowly. This much oil's out so far. And yeah, it's not going to drain as fast as like if you do a oil change on a car. You have to understand that, right? So it's going to do what it can do with the vacuum. And keep in mind, this thing has been sitting like since last year, the oil. So it's all over the winter, this and that. Oil is cold and thick, you know. And I know there's people out there that are going to say, oh, you should run your engine to get it up to temps. And then it comes out easier because it's thinner. I disagree with that every time, personally, because I like everything settled. So when it... Okay, it's more for an engine with a drain plug, because then it comes out, it's sitting in the pan and everything, and like the top end is done dripping, this and that, because you'll get more out. But everybody has their own take on it. Okay, so here's our cap. I need to find a pick. Pick. Where's the pick? Do I have a pick here? Some sort of pick. I guess this will work. So I'm gonna remove the O-ring. Okay. There's the O-ring. Now, if you have brake cleaner, you can rinse it down. Do I have brake cleaner here? I don't think so. I wasn't prepared with the brake cleaner. But anyway, so this is garbage. I'm gonna pop it in the box. What I'll do is just wipe it down. Just be careful. Don't recommend doing this, especially with the kind of rag I'm using. Any these little pieces of rag stays in there. You don't want to go in your filter. So I'm gonna just make sure I double check. Even after you brake clean it, if you're in like a proper shop environment, if you have a compressor, just give it a blow with the blowgun. This is pretty clean, so I'll be okay. A good clean. Okay. Now we're gonna get this guy set up. So you got your O-ring. There's even a bag part number. So bag part number and component part number. I don't know why there's a part number for the bag, but first time for everything, I guess, right? Grab our O-ring. So what I like to do is, because you don't like to put O-rings on dry, so I'm just gonna see if I got any oil here. So I got a little bit of oil in my dipstick, just enough to get my hand wet. So I'll just use that. Put on the O-ring, whatever I can. You don't want to install O-rings dry, because if you catch an edge or something, and if they're dry, they might stick or get cut. At least if there's some oil, it helps slip it in, if it's a tighter fit. That's good enough on it. Now we're going to get our new filter. Remember, flat spot for the cap. Okay. Stick like this. Click, it's in. A little bit of an angle. There we go. Give it that extra push down. You can even put a little bit of oil here if you want, but because there's still a little bit of oil in the filter housing, I don't think it fully drains it. As soon as you submerge it, it's going to get some on it. So that's good. So now we'll go back over there and install it. Grab this again. How's this guy going? It's coming. So now we'll go here. Oh shit, I forgot I have a light on this thing. Jeez. Oh, there we go. Wow. That's what happens when you don't use your GoPro enough. Okay. So you see there's a bunch of oil in there still. I would probably recommend sucking that out, but because I know it's pretty damn clean, it barely has any hours on it, and I like oil on my filter when I start it, so it's not dry, I'm going to use that to my advantage and just leave it there. This way it has a little bit of oil there. When it cranks, it's going to automatically suck some oil. I think there is a check valve in there, I'll be honest. I don't know much about this motor, I'll be honest, because I'm a diesel guy by trade, so I'm really more into the trucks and cars, but it makes sense that it has a check valve there that hold some for priming. Okay, so that's on. It went in easy. I'm gonna grab our screws, make sure you don't drop them. Put this guy back together. So you don't drop it, and then I get close to dropping it. Okay, now I think I'm gonna put this camera down for a second. There we go. Okay. Man, that light makes a hell of a difference. Sorry guys, I should have had that on from the start. I'm just gonna be careful here not to drop them, like I said. Careful I don't drop my socket either. My hands are a little bit oily. Okay, now I'm gonna give it a snug. I'm gonna drive it down equally. Gonna turn on each side, and then I'll do the final little torque. These are small screws, so don't kill them. It's aluminum housing too. I imagine the torque on these is like nothing. 10 Newton meters, that's all. Small of a torque it is for sure. Okay, so that guy's in. Tightened. Good to go. wonder how the air filter works in these things. I'm gonna have to look into that. Never chuck that. Use a little bit of coolant. See, guys, now's your time you chuck stuff. So right now I'm just a tad below the minimum. It's not gonna hurt anything, but being a mechanic by trade, I'm always looking at that stuff. So this guy's still pulling oil. I think I'm gonna come back when this thing's done, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're back. So, took another 5-10 minutes, whatever it was, but yeah. That's all the oil we got out. And now I just, when you use these, when you're done, try to pump as much as you can out, but then I leave the hose kind of up like that's this way. Kind of drains the hose out, whatever ends up here, then we'll just let it come in. So there, this one you put in the boxes and spill everywhere. Try to keep it neat. Okay, so I got the funnel on now. So I got the funnel in here now, we'll start pouring. I decided I'm going to use my big jug, semi-synthetic. This way I use up the stuff that's been sitting on the shelf first. So I'm going to use this guy first, and then we'll probably going to have to put some oil check, and go like that. Set the camera up over here. Hopefully you don't fall down. Got a good view. Yeah, let's go. Alright. How much is it in here? Put a little bit more. And we'll start checking it. Alright, I'm going to start checking. I don't want to overfill it. I'm going to have to get a rag for that. So I was just chucking online with you, and I shut the camera off. I was waiting for it to drain because I couldn't remember how much oil this takes. So they're saying it takes 2 liters. That's what that comes with in the kit. Well, it comes with those 0.98, whatever they're. Smaller than 2, right? But the thing is, I was reading a forum, and a guy's saying he took 3 liters out, and then he put 2 in it. Was that enough? So I don't remember if this is 3 liters, 2 liters, so that's why I decided let me just use the jug I have. I don't want to get stuck. So I'm just going to use that. Plus it's been here, like I said, I want to get rid of it. And I didn't measure what I took out because there's no measuring. See, I'm already almost at minimum. Yeah, there's no marks on that bottle that I can see. So yeah. So if you guys are asking how much oil goes in here, I don't know exactly. Guys are saying 2. That one guy in the forum is saying 3. People are calling him crazy. I always like to have extra oil on the shelf. That's the way I see it, because You wouldn't do an oil change on like a car or something. Like, I don't know, most cars used to be like you can get away with a 5-liter jug for a 4-cylinder. Now these V8s are taking 7, 8 liters. The diesels are like 15, 10, 15, depending what you're working on. Like, so it doesn't hurt to have an extra quart or two, you know? Where are we now? That's actually perfect. We're right in the middle right now. So I'm gonna leave that. And if you ask me how much I used of this is already opened. I used it to top up once before. Trying to see with the light. Kind of hard to see where I am. I'm gonna say I probably did put about 2.5 in there, give or take. So I'm gonna leave that. Then I'm not gonna start it up now, guys, because it still has antifreeze in the jet pump, and the weather outside isn't the best, so I don't want to roll it out, connect the hose, and do all that right now. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But for you guys watching the video, get it in the middle, minimum, maximum, fire it up. If your first time in the season, hook up the hose. If you're just gonna fire it up, just to let it run like 10-15 seconds. Don't go too long, right? You know these things shouldn't run out of the water too long just because of the jet pump. Shut it off, let it sit. I would let it sit a good 5 minutes to get a proper reading. Check your dipstick. If you need a little bit more, put a little bit more. And that's it. And, make sure you guys do your maintenance. This way your machines are ready for the water this season. And it's very important on anything watercraft, especially because you don't want to get stuck in the middle of the water, especially if you're riding like far. You blow in a motor or something, spin a bearing because you don't have oil or coolant, or, you know. So very important, do your pre-trips. Every time I take this thing out, I chuck the oil. And once in a while I give a shot of grease in the wheel bearings. And then I'm probably gonna make a video too. These things always come with cheesy tail lights. Like, I mean junk. And I bought these. I haven't had a chance to put them on, but I bought these on Amazon. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna make a video on these. They're called Peak Toe LED trailer lights, because where I back these in at my launch point, like, you have to bury the Seadoo, obviously, to get in the water. So the trailer gets submerged, and I'm always blowing bulbs, like, straight up. I have, like, a lot of bulbs there. Well, I usually keep more of the 57s. They always pop, but I always have a lot of them there. There they go. But this is the kit I bought online. Don't ask me how much it was. I have no idea. I don't remember. I've had this sitting here for 2 years. I'm going to finally put it on. Comes with the tail lights. Comes with a brand new trailer harness. Like, if you have an older trailer, this is mint. This is what you want. LED, fully waterproof tail lights. Amazing. Like, license plate bracket, a new one. Even comes with LED side markers, which I have regular side markers here. Are these regular? Oh, are these? No, these are regular halogen bulbs. They got the 194s in them. I might upgrade those. I'm probably gonna wait on those, to be honest, because I've never had one blow out yet. It's the tail lights that get in the water the most. Usually it's okay. So, I mean, I have them. I might use them, but yeah, this is a beautiful kit. So I might do the video when I install them. Pretty straightforward. And I recommend, please, 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 guys, I'll show you when I do it. Do not use those shitty butt connectors. Okay? Solder, shrink tube. Especially this thing's gonna go in water. I don't know where some of you guys ride, but if it's salt water, this and that, like, salt and electrical, like, I don't have to even explain to any of the guys that live in Canada like me, okay? I I work on trucks for a living. You got to see the wiring. I have to deal with it. Corrosion like crazy in the tail lights and stuff. Salt kills things. Salt, especially vehicles with rust. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, there's actually a number there. Believe it or not, I know. Let me get this thing off. There we go. If you can see it, peak towing PTL 0101 Deluxe 12. That's a number. Maybe I'll help you find on Amazon. That's gonna end off this video, guys. And yeah, hopefully it helps you anybody out. I needs to do an oil change on the Seadoo. All the best. Stay safe. Happy riding. And actually, if I'm reaching out to anybody, I'd like to actually ask you guys, because I have a lot of viewers that liked my Craftsman tractor video. I'm gonna do a video on a service on this probably eventually, but like I'm not really using it right now. And the problem is, so this is a HT30T10 Honda, right? I need anybody has anything for me. Okay, I need a PTO clutch assembly. I changed the actual disc on it once, but it always hangs up still. The pressure plate assembly is all screwed up. I can't find parts. Like, I'm just trying to find a complete unit to slap on. Never mind buying one or two things. Like, I am done that. Like, I need proper stuff to get this running. So if you know anybody selling stuff, or like, I've called all the small engine shops in my area, this and that, and I had no help. A lot of stuff's discontinued. I found the odd thing on eBay, but I need complete. So I can get that belt you can see on the floor. So I can use this deck again. But yeah, that would help me out if anybody knew that. Any of the viewers, I appreciate you all. Have a good one. See ya.